Alrighty, welcome to the Oscars prediction show, where I'm going to kind of give my 2 cents on what I think is going to win. I'm also going to break down the betting lines of this because I know some of you out there are interested in betting on this. I think it's overall. I think it's a good year for betting the Oscars. In terms of the Oscars itself and the movies, I'd say it's average. I'm of the opinion that I like most of the films, but then there's some that I don't, and it is what it is. I feel like that's every year mostly. It's not like the '90s where almost every movie that was kind of coming out, you think that that should deserve to win, that should deserve to win, even though they're kind of in the same year, and there's only one winner in this show. So I'm only going to go over the 8 awards that are kind of popular, which is Best Picture, Best Actor, Best Actress, Best Supporting Actor, Best Supporting Actress, and then Best Adapted Screenplay and Best Original Screenplay. So those 8 I will cover. Let me know what you think should win, or who do you want to win, but also who do you think should win. I think that's an interesting sort of comparison because, we want to be objective, but at the same time, we can't really be 100% objective. We're always going to have our own opinions on things. So let me know what you guys think is going to win. And let's get started. Okay, so the first award we're going to kind of cover first, I'm just going to kind of go down the list, and we'll do Best Picture first. That's easily probably the most popular. It's going to get the most attention. So right now, it's weird because in the beginning of the season, Power of the Dog was basically everybody's front runner. But then Coda is sort of now the real front runner, and it's basically just been winning a lot of awards, and it's sort of opposed in the way to Power of the Dog, where it's just a direct emotional film that can kind of be received by everyone. And a lot of times those do get sort of lost in the shuffle sometimes, I think, especially with the Oscars show, because I think that a lot of the times these people who are voting, the voting body of the Oscars and the Academy, are very consistent in the fact that they want a film that has a good message, and it has a message that everyone can buy into. And Coda has that, actually. Coda does have that, especially with, the disability community, the deaf community. It's definitely got that, for sure. I think right now, the betting lines actually have Power of the Dog. This is at 7 days ago, so maybe, March 22nd, so it could change when I'm posting this video, but right now, Power of the Dog is favored -140. And Coda is at +110. I would probably do Coda. +110, plus money. I would definitely do that. If you think that Power of the Dog is absolutely going to win, no matter how many awards Coda has already won, then go with Power of the Dog. These are good. These actually, for a Best Picture odds, -140 is not too bad for Power of the Dog. Now, I'll give, for each award, I'm going to give you like who I want to win, no matter how big the odds are, and then who I think should win and who I think I should bet on. So for Best Picture, I've seen all of these films. I think, personally, Drive My Car, I think, is the best picture, really, out of all these. Best movie, I think. Not only do I think it's a masterpiece, and it's a near masterpiece, I think it is a film that's about grief, and while that can be daunting at times for some people, I think anybody watching this film will actually be really, really invested in the story. And that's who I think should win. I think, just from an objective standpoint, I think that movie is a little bit above everybody else. But I know it's not going to... I don't think it's going to win because... right now Vegas has them as like the second to last Best Picture favorite, which is at plus 8,000, which is ridiculous. I don't think you should be spending money on that, unfortunately. Who I think should win and what I think I should bet on, I think Coda's going to win. No surprise. I think if anybody has seen any other videos like this, Coda is probably everybody's favorite right now because they've just been winning a lot of awards, in the past month or so. As soon as they took SAG, this has kind of been the surprise favorite now, and Power the Dog has somewhat declined in terms of its ability to win awards. So if I was going to bet on this, Coda would be the bet. All right, moving on to Best Actor. This is going to be short because Will Smith has this in the bag. This is a lock. This is a diamond lock. I wouldn't bet on this, though, because it's minus 800. You're not going to get much return. Who do I think should win? I think Will Smith should win. Will Smith has... I think the stars are aligning for him in terms of this award because I think King Richard is a great movie. I think his performance in that is actually really well done. It's different too. If you saw the movie at the end, you may be like thinking like, oh well, he didn't sound exactly like him, or he didn't like at least portray the real Richard Williams, on paper. But I actually liked his performance. I think he actually elevated the movie in a way. I think it's a great role, great movie. Will Smith has never won an Oscar. I think he's going to win. I think this is, if there's a lock in this award show, it's definitely going to be him, because not only will he give a good speech, he'll also be everyone's sort of, if there's a reason to watch the Oscars, unfortunately this year, I think it's because of Will Smith. So don't bet on him. I think it's a waste of money in terms of what you're getting back. Unless you have $1 million, you want to bet minus 800 and make, a couple thou. Just, don't, I will say parlay him. Put him in a parlay. I think that's what I'm going to do, actually. I'm going to probably put him in a parlay, because minus 800 is just, you're not going to, might as well not bet on that at that point. And I don't see any, the second favorite is Benedict Cumberbatch for Power of the Dog, but I don't see him. I really don't see him winning. I don't see Power of the Dog really winning any awards except for Best Director, which we will get to soon. All right, moving on to Best Actress. This is going to be interesting. This is an interesting category because for a while we had no idea. At least the community of people who actually pay attention to these things. We didn't really know. For a while, I thought Olivia Colman will get it for The Lost Daughter. I thought her performance in that was undeniably good. But Jessica Chastain has been sort of winning a lot of awards this past month for The Eyes of Tammy Faye. What I think the problem with this award, this specific category, as it relates to the Oscars, is Penelope Cruz has not been nominated for any other awards for this specific category except for the Oscars. And that scares me, because I know a lot of people may see that as an opportunity to really elevate her performance. And although I don't think there's enough backing in terms of the Academy, I think a lot of them have voted in other awards shows, such as SAG, such as the Producer Guild Awards, and they've awarded Chastain. So, if anybody who's going to compete, I think it's Kristen Stewart. But I think because The Eyes of Tammy Faye is a movie that a lot of producers and a lot of the voting body will probably will like that. They probably like the movie too, because I think that has a big part in terms of who they want to win as it relates to the movie. A lot of people probably loved that movie. So I'm going with Jessica Chastain at minus 175. It's not bad odds, but I'll be parlaying this. So like I did with Best Actor with Will Smith, I'm gonna use that as a parlay. All right, next is Best Supporting Actor. This is another one of those locks. I think before we thought that Cody Smith-McPhee was a lock, but ever since the SAG Awards and basically the rest of the awards show season up to now, Troy Kotsur for Coda is, I would say, definitely going to win. He does not have like really big odds. Minus 400 is actually lower than I thought for Vegas to put that at. So I think Troy Kotsur is the right bet here. I think it's a good parlay piece as well. As far as who I think should win, probably Cody Smith-McPhee. Yeah, because he really has his role in Power of the Dog is actually, I think, really a good achievement, and I think he did it really well. It's a very important character, probably the most important character I'd say in that movie. I also loved Ciarán Hinds in Belfast, though. And I really like his role in that. He plays a grandfather. He's very funny in that. So I do like that role as well. So with this category, I think it's Troy Kotsur all the way. I don't think there's much, I don't think there's much really competition at this point because I think the Academy doesn't really like to award these actor nominees. They don't like to award people, young actors, I would say. Like Cody Smith-McPhee is still very young, and I'm sure he's going to do much greater things down the road. I'm sure he'll have another chance to get nominated. And I think then he'll probably have a better chance of winning. So Troy Kotsur's a little older. I think that's something that a lot of people will like for him to win as well because of his disability, and the Academy loves that. And yeah, I mean it's a crowd pleaser, and I think that he probably should win. So that's for Best Supporting Actor. Alrighty, so next is Best Supporting Actress, and this is a lock of locks. Ariana DeBose for West Side Story is going to win. There's no question about it. She has swept the awards season just like Will Smith has. Yeah, I mean, she's going to win. Minus 1,600 is not bad odds considering that she probably is. There's a lot of definites, I'd say, that are getting thrown out here in the Academy, and she's one of them. Her and Will Smith are really like I would say the best sort of like definitive locks for this season. Who do I think should win? I think Anjanou Ellis actually should win for King Richard. I think she really carries that movie a little bit at some points, and I think she does a really good job of portraying the wife of Richard Williams and the mother of Venus and Serena. Kirsten Dunst is the second favorite at plus 600. Though I would stay away from that. I don't really think she has a chance. So if you're going to bet on this, Ariana DeBose, I would use her as a parlay piece. All right, moving on to Best Director. The favorite is Jane Campion and for Power of the Dog, and I think she will win. This is one of those awards where it's sort of definite. I wouldn't say it's a lock because I think if there was an award that was going to get Drive My Car an award, Ryosuke Hamaguchi might have a shot at this, but I think it's just too late. He hasn't been winning any. I don't think he won any awards. This is Jay Campion has swept in terms of the award shows before the Academy. So, but yeah, Jane Campion is going to win this. Who do I think should win? I mean, I give Paul Thomas Anderson an award, a Best Director award at some point. I mean, I don't think he's won. Has he won? I don't think. Has PTA won an Oscar? He's been nominated a lot, obviously. Awards and recognition. Okay, he won. No, best actor. Yeah, best supporting actress. I don't think he's won. Well, okay, that's who I think should win. I love Pete. I love Paul Thomas Anderson. So, and I love Licorice Pizza. So I think that should win. But Jane Campion's going to win at minus 3,500. So I certainly not bet on this like straight up. You could probably parlay it. That's probably what I will do. Although I might stay away from this because, just because the lines are not really, are not really. I don't like the line minus 3,500. That's like a lot. The difference is Will Smith. I know he's gonna win, if anything, and I know that I can use that in a parlay as a definite. Like, if anything's gonna win in that parlay, Will Smith's gonna win that parlay. With Jane Campion, it's very, very, like, it's almost a lock, but Kenneth Branagh has got some spark with Belfast winning a couple of awards, so I'm not sure where this is going to go. But if you had to bet on this, Jane Campion, I would suggest. All right, moving on to Best Original Screenplay. Okay, so for a while I thought Licorice Pizza had this locked, but Belfast has won a couple of these, and so has Don't Look Up, believe it or not. The worst movie that came out this year, I believe. For those of you interested, I did not like Don't Look Up. I thought it was with Best Original Screenplay. I think Licorice Pizza does have the edge, but the problem is that it's now a toss up between Belfast, Licorice Pizza, and Don't Look Up. I want Licorice Pizza to win because I think it's the only award that actually has a chance. But who do I think is going to win? The odds, I like the odds on Licorice Pizza at minus 120, but I also love the odds on Belfast plus 130. And I think the Academy will probably want Belfast to win something. And I think they're going to go with Belfast here. I think if anything, as much as Belfast has lost its steam from when it came out, at least for people to see it in theater when it came out last year, I think there's still one to award it with something. I think, and with a lot of nominations, I think the most amount of nominations behind Power of the Dog. I think they want to give Belfast something, and it might win some of the other awards, but I think Belfast, they'll probably want to give Belfast a big sort of category, such as Best Original Screenplay, and I think they're going to give it to them. If I were you, I would bet plus 130 on Belfast. All right, last but not least, the Best Adapted Screenplay Award. This is very similar to Best Picture in that Coda is favored. Power of the Dog is right behind it. You can get Coda at minus 175, and you can get Power of the Dog at plus 135. Now, these are not exact odds. Obviously, they'll change, so just be aware of that. Depends on when you're actually submitting these picks. Who do I think should win? I think The Lost Daughter should win. I really think that screenplay is really well done. Maggie Gyllenhaal did an exceptional job, I think, of that movie. For someone who's first directing, I think that is a great screenplay. But who do I think is going to win? I would give the edge to Power of the Dog here. Because Coda's taking Best Picture, I think. I think there's going to be some outcry if Power of the Dog does not take one of these like writing ensemble awards. And I think at plus 135, I think it's a great odds pick. I think it's great. I think you're getting really good odds here. And I think it has a good chance of winning. I mean, you know, Coda, as much as it's getting a lot of praise right now, it's getting a lot of heat, good heat, because it's going to be now favored to win. The Academy likes to spread it out sometimes, and I think with Coda and Power of the Dog being such a favorite beforehand, and being one of, you know, basically the leading candidate for Best Picture for a while, I think it's now going to move up to some of these, you know, categories like Best Adapted Screenplay. I think it's going to take it because it's going to lose Best Picture. So that's my opinion on that. If I had to bet, I'd do Power of the Dog plus 135. I would either take that straight up or I would do it as a parlay piece. I might do both, depending on how I feel. So, all right, guys, thank you guys for watching. Those were my picks for this year's Oscars 2022. I'm going to be watching it, so let me know in the comment section what you guys think of the awards show this season. Who do you think should win? Who do you think is going to win? Who are your sort of dark horses? You know, who are your locks? Let me know what you guys think, and thanks for watching.